The Dancer of Amansi Kingdom, Chapter 1. The girl who danced with rivers. Long before the world came to know her name, before legends were carved in stone and stories were sung by travelers, Adaeze was simply a child of Amansi Kingdom. The kingdom itself was a world tucked between emerald hills and guarded by a river that shimmered like a polished blade. Every morning, the mist rose from the fields in delicate curls, wrapping the village in a silvery embrace. Farmers began their day to the rhythm of chirping birds, and children splashed barefoot in puddles left from the night rain. But there was one child who danced. Adaeze danced when the dawn turned the sky pink. She danced when the shadows stretched across the fields. She danced beside the river, whose waters sparkled as though delighted by her presence. No one taught her. She simply moved as though the earth whispered instructions beneath her feet. Her mother often said she was born dancing. Her tiny toes fluttered even before she could open her eyes. By the age of 7, Adaeze had already become the kingdom's fascination. She was slight, with hair the color of polished chestnut and eyes that reflected the river's shifting blue. When she walked, she seemed to glide. When she laughed, it bubbled like spring water. But the moment that changed everything came during the monsoon season. The river had overflown, swollen with rain and restless currents. Children were forbidden from playing near the water, but Adaeze, entranced by the storm's rhythm, wandered too close. The muddy ground slipped under her feet, and she fell with a startled cry into the roaring river. Gasps broke across the kingdom. Villagers sprinted towards the water bank, calling her name. But before anyone could climb into a boat, the current slowed, as if a giant hand had pressed down upon it. The churning water softened, its rage dissolving into a calm, circular pool, and in its center floated Adaeze. She wasn't struggling, she wasn't afraid, she was listening. Her small body drifted gently toward the shore, as though the river itself had returned her. The moment she opened her eyes, she whispered, "The river sang to me." No one knew what to say. No one understood. But from that day on, Adaeze moved with a new kind of rhythm. Fluid, smooth, unbreakable. Her mother made her anklets from shells gathered along the river bank, and every time she danced, those shells chimed like soft music. Amansi Kingdom began to believe the tales. Adaeze was touched by the spirits of the river. People came to watch her practice beneath the locust tree every evening. Elders found peace just by seeing her. Children imitated her every move. Farmers said their crops grew better after watching her dance. Adaeze didn't understand her gift. She only knew that dancing made her feel alive, like her heart was connected to the world in ways words could never express. And though she did not know it then, the world outside Amansi Kingdom would soon hear of the girl who danced with rivers. Her story was only beginning.